So this is a quick example of using Lambda layers to dynamically inject contents into a Lambda function. So I'm doing it for configure or environment variables. So here we have a function that's returning the set environment variables. So these are set as bar and zaz, and they are returning that. So if I refresh this, but now if I go ahead and attach my function or my layer, so this is going to attach a layer, and I'll show you that layer in a second. It goes ahead and attaches that to functions. So there we go. So now I have a dynamically injected value into my function without redeploying the function code. That's really, I think, kind of one of the main use cases of layers from what I've seen. If we look at the actual layer itself, it's literally just a JSON file. This could be up to 50 megabytes though, so layers can be pretty big. And what's happening inside of the function itself is just like, I'm calling a get config helper, and it uses it basically looks for that layer, if it exists, that file from the layer, and if it does, it uses it and sets it to the config object. Otherwise, it's going to use the process.env. Again, you can do this with the settings and changing the environment variables dynamically on a function. So kind of hot swapping those out. So this isn't exactly the use case, but I just wanted to set up a project that actually uses these. And the way that it works is basically, we have this layer. Again, this could be all kinds of flat files or actual code that you're injecting into the function. This is actually how the live debuggers work with Lambda as well. They like hot swap in a layer. But yeah, then I am packaging up that, zipping it up into that layer, publishing the layer, and then I'm actually attaching the layer to these two example functions. And once it is attached, it is basically reading it from there. So if I wanted to detach this, I can run the opposite, and there we go. It's now detached. So if I refresh this, you can see that it's now getting the values from the environment instead. Again, not exactly what you'd use this for, but you would use this if you had values that are too big for environment variables, or if you had like giant binaries, or if you wanted to like hot swap out code without a deployment. Layers are basically a way to do that, which is kind of interesting. I haven't really seen anybody really talk too much about that. I was confused for a long time about why I'd actually want a layer versus just like packaging up the function code myself. But so this will be on GitHub, and you can deploy it if you want. Pretty easy to do, but hope that helps.